Shadow Generations is definitely my favorite game in the Sonic franchise at this point. This right here is my S rank on Radical Highway, and boy, did it take quite a lot of tries. For a lot of people, they're going to say that this was too hard and not very fun, but something about grinding to that S rank, it actually ended up being a lot of fun. All right, I'm going to shut up now and let Commentary Zach take over. Definitely a better way of handling that one, but I don't know how. Ooh, just barely on that one too. It's this trick right here that's the hardest to do, and I'm not even 100% sure if it saves too much time because I feel like I'm in the air a little too long. Maybe if I could get off of these ramps a little bit quicker, but I still don't trust myself to do it on the first first go around every time. The timing is just difficult. Alright, so then we got this. Then we do that. There we go. There we go. That was perfect. There we go. Wow, that's crazy. Come on, this has got to be it, right? It'd just be really cool if it was, because so far we've had like the perfect run. How sick would it be to show this off? How cool would it be to pull this off? Yeah, there's got to be definitely a way to get through that a little bit quicker, but again, I'm not really too concerned. Okay, now it's just don't get hit. There we go. There we go. Okay, and then we got up here. Yeah. Now we're fast as we've ever been. Fastest hedgehog alive. Eat dust, Sonic. You don't count no more. I'm the fastest hedgehog alive. Shadow is the fastest hedgehog alive. Wow, okay. Just keep it moving. Just keep it moving. Don't get too crazy. Just, there we go. Wow. This is crazy, dude. It's not over yet. Just keep it moving, keep it moving. Keep it moving, don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything stupid. Don't mess up the rails. Don't mess up the rails. Don't mess anything up. Where it's okay. Yeah. There you go. And just keep it moving. There's probably still a quicker way for me to get through this section, but I've not tested it yet, and we're not doing it now. Okay, we did something stupid. That's okay. It's still not the end of the world. Well, totally. Wow. Are you kidding me? Oh, we totally botched it. Oh, no. Oh, man. Bro, I totally botched it. Bro, I screwed up. Bro, I had the most flawless run. I fell twice on a stupid section. I gotta share the clip, bro. So yeah, I lost right at the end. Next rink is 32 seconds later, which is absolutely insane because so much of that run was perfectly flawless. So you know we had to go again, right? So the goal right here at the beginning is just try to skip that little first section You also want to like not be on the ground too much here. You can kind of skip a lot up here. You definitely want to use homing attack when possible. I did also realize looking back at the footage that I am in the air a little too much. The air time, while it can help you with some pretty big skips, and that is necessary, it's taking up too much time. There's definitely a couple of sections I probably should have been on the ground for. Fortunately, we're making up pretty good time here at the beginning. I did this probably a few dozen times, and eventually you just kind of get used to this first section. It's not too crazy. Like, I wonder if that section, maybe if I was on the ground a little bit more, it would have been better. I'm not entirely sure. These guys can really trip you up if you're not careful. But you definitely want to use him to kind of zoom over. And this skip right over here is really nice. You really want to skip as much of that as possible because the loop-de-loop is just taking too much time out of your way. I think there's a couple of other ways to get through that section too, but that was my fastest sequence. I'm wondering if there's a way to skip that loop. I'm not entirely sure. So right here, you're not really able to go any faster. So the goal is to just like not run into literally anything, which can be tricky. Again, you can't go any faster. You can't use any other tools in this section. It's like an auto-scrolling section. It's also important to mention that you got to be careful with your boost a little bit too. The boost you can run out of if you're not getting enough rings. So in these kind of sections, it's always nice to grab rings when possible. And then you want to immediately homing attack onto this guy and boom, head over there. Another homing attack. Launch yourself over there. It's a fun level once you get the hang of it, but man, is it tricky. I'm also not sure if that's a good use of your time. You probably just want to like homing attack downward as quick as possible so you can get back on the ground. All right, so this is where I tripped up last time. Do you think we can do it? All right, again, another kind of auto-scrolling kind of section. The real moment of truth. I definitely could get through this faster. The big thing is you want to be like chaos spearing as much as possible. All right, we'll bring it back to past Zach. Just going off pure instinct right now. I thought I was going to be a goner, but I made something happen. Alright, don't waste the... Okay, don't waste the boost. I need it at the very end. Bro, come on. Come on, this has got to be it. If it's not it, let's go. 352. Of course, you know we had to do Act 2 right afterwards. And this one also took way longer than I would like to admit. It's more difficult. Act 1 is already pretty tough, and then Act 2 gets even crazier. So you can skip a good bit of that first section over there just by immediately going forward. Then it's just straight rail grinding for a little bit. Making sure you're avoiding some enemies. Nothing too crazy at the beginning. It's fairly standard. Again, you just want to fall down and you want to make sure you even skip that and go down to the rail at the bottom. More rail grinding, a couple of homing attacks. And then we got the very first enemy, which, you know, on its own isn't too difficult. But then you also have this tornado, which can trip you up. Even skipping some platforms to homing attack further forward is helpful. And as you can see, I make a mistake right there. It's actually kind of diabolical that I was able to still get the S rank here. Immediately, you want to be homing attacking this enemy because he takes quite a few attacks. But you have to hit him twice. And then immediately homing attack, jump all the way up here. Make sure you hit the top one so that you're on top of this platform. It's a little bit easier to maneuver on. You're still doing some tricky jumps there, and it's still very likely that you could be falling. I mean, again, it took me a lot of tries. We got another guy over here, and I think you can, with Doom Wings, get through this section a lot quicker. But this particular S-Ring is without the Doom Wings. And you can't skip that second enemy, so it just, you got to know what to be looking for. That stuff is always really, really cool, though. I'm not very prone to playing a lot of games in this manner, but because these times are so tight, I had to figure out a way to get through it. This part is relatively simple. You just got to like make sure you're not hitting any of the enemies or the roadblocks. And again, just some rail grinding, constantly chaos spearing, because those enemies will kill you if you're not careful. Grabbing some rings is very necessary. The S-Rings on Radical Highway are really weird because it's not just time-based, it's also score-based. And the game doesn't tell you exactly what times you want. It also took me a lot of tries to get past those particular platforms right there because I kept falling off of them. Just avoiding these at the right time isn't too crazy. Act 2, you can really lose out on your boost relatively quickly if you're not picking up enough rings is the other thing. Probably could have dropped down there a little bit quicker, but the timing of those platforms worked out, so it actually wouldn't have helped me too much. A little bit of upside down rail grinding, and then it's moving platforms with enemies and very, very careful timing. Oh man. And if you're not getting there at the right cycle, you're going to have to wait. It's a whole thing. But there we go, the end of the level, and that should be the S rank. Yeah, because we just got the ultimate life form trophy. We're getting all the S ranks in the game, which it took a little while, but these two particularly were quite tough. But rewarding, though. I found it to be quite fun at the end of the day.